Alright guys, in this video we're going to knock out question number 32. Number 32 says, consider the line negative 5x minus 7y equals to 4. What is the slope of the line parallel to this line? What is the slope of this line perpendicular to this line? Alright, I'm going to give you guys some rules for parallel and perpendicular lines. Bam, there's the rules. So, parallel lines are pretty straightforward. If two lines are parallel, then the slope of the first line, which is m1, will equal to the slope of the second line, which we're going to call m2. Parallel lines have equal slopes. Now, when it comes to perpendicular lines, if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes equals to -1, such that if I multiply the first slope with the second slope, that equals to -1. The second slope will equal to -1 divided by the first slope. Another way you can look at that is the slopes for perpendicular lines are the opposite signs and they are reciprocals of each other. Keep that in mind. Keep this part in mind. If you remember anything from perpendicular lines, the slopes are reciprocals and they are of the opposite sign. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for y in this line to find the parallel slope and the perpendicular slope. So that's negative 5x minus 7y equals to 4. Let's solve for y. First, let's add 5x to both sides. Negative 7y equals to 5x plus 4. To get y by itself, we're going to divide each term by -7. When we do that, y equals to, that's going to be -5 over 7x minus 4 over 7. The slope of this line is -5/7. I'm going to call that m1. That is my slope 1. Now we can answer the question. To find the slope of the parallel that is parallel to this line. Parallel lines have the same slope, which means the slope to my line that is parallel will also be -5/7. To find the slope that is perpendicular to this line, it's going to be the opposite sign and it's going to be reciprocal. This slope is negative. Let's put that in red. This slope right here is negative, which means the perpendicular slope is going to be positive. This slope says 5 over 7. The perpendicular slope will be the reciprocal, which is 7 over 5. So the perpendicular slope will be 7/5. And to prove that is correct, if I multiply my slope for my line, which is -5/7, with the slope of my perpendicular line, which is 7/5, the outcome should be -1. And I'm going to prove that right now. Let's do it in this color. So that's going to be -5 over 7 times 7/5. If we multiply that, we have -35 on top, +35 on the bottom. -35 divided by +35 is -1. And because the product equals to -1, that is proof that the perpendicular slope to the line of -5x minus 7y equals 4 is going to be +7/5. Alright guys, that's it to this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you understood the rules and how to identify a perpendicular slope and a parallel slope. I'll see you soon.